Hey guys, I'm here to pick up the Xpeng G6. I think it might be just over there. It's black, very excited.
Sam has long been tracking China's EV market and has already reviewed the Xpeng G6 multiple times on his account. Recently, he became an Xpeng G6 owner.
Xpeng is a young brand, but really, when you think about it, they have had experience in the EV revolution, which has happened over the past 10 years. So they're not really young. In theory, they are, but the EV revolution's only been going on for the last real 10 years. So in that sense, I don't agree that they're a young brand, but I follow the Chinese car industry more than anyone else in Australia. That a big thing I started when I started this channel was talking about companies like BYD, Xpeng, Giga, these companies. How do I trust Xpeng above them is I know what is in the car. I know what batteries they are. I know what batteries they use. I know what automotive grade chips you use. I know that what kind of technology you guys are working on. I know what you do similar to Tesla. You use Giga casting, structural battery packs. So I think because of my knowledge of the industry, that's how I trust them. I think eventually people will be banned from driving cars, maybe in 30, 40 years, when we realize that people are much more dangerous than a computer. If you look at an airplane, do you really think the pilot flies the airplane? They don't. The computer flies it. The pilot is sitting there just to take over if you have to, if it fails. But the truth is they never take over. So the computer software doesn't get tired. It doesn't drink alcohol. It isn't distracted by mobile phones or calls or noises, or I think in the future it's already safer to have the car drive itself than to have a human drive itself. So when we look at the safety technology, obviously Xpeng's a very much a safety focused brand. They've got really good technology for safety. And I think that's part of it. Part of it is that full self-driving, or your version of that, XNGP, is, I think, safer than having a human drive it from what we've seen in China. I think the same would apply here in Australia. Well, no, not really, because you don't have to drive. And to be honest, the pleasure of driving is a thing that you might do for a few % of your time, right? And you can turn it off and do that. So no, I think that's crazy. Really, for human beings, we do get stressed, and it is tiring to have to drive a car all the time, especially for people that drive a lot. And so if you're driving from a long distance, Beijing, Shanghai, or from Melbourne to Sydney, you want the car to drive itself. It's not pleasurable to sit in a car and have to drive it for 10, 12 hours. So I think Xpeng's technology is very similar to Tesla's, very similar how you have vision only for the new P7 Plus. That's going to be really exciting to see that technology come out. In my opinion, a huge advantage of what you guys are doing and Tesla are doing, you're both making vehicles with Giga casting with two huge structural pieces. And I think your VP talked about that, but he didn't really kind of go into detail on how that's a benefit. It reduces the weight of the car. It's structurally stronger. It means that when you make the car, you don't have to weld, stamp, join. Efficiency, you can build the car much faster. There's heaps and many benefits with that. Structural rigidity is higher. The G6 is really good for people who have children. It's got good space on the inside. It's good for people who want to drive a long distance, because the range is really good. It's got really good fast charging. So the charging speed is, in the real world, quicker than some of the competitors. Hyundai and Kia, their charging speed is 350 kilowatt, but in the real world, the G6 charges faster. We saw that from the test in Europe. They tested 24 cars, and the G6 won that, and the G9 won the test before that, right? So you see those things. So I think if you're someone who drives a long distance, the G6 will be perfect for you. But the reality is, for anyone, this would be an ideal car. For a single person, if you want to put surfboards in there, you can still fit a surfboard in. You put one seat down. I don't really see the market as being limited for the G6. I think if you're a Tesla Model Y, someone looking at a Model Y, have a look at a G6 first. That's what I would say.